A Peoria man is opening up after falling victim to a scam. He was coerced into withdrawing his life savings and then depositing it into a stranger's account.
Tonight, he is sharing his truly heartbreaking story with 12 News journalist Bianca Bono. You sat down with him, Bianca. She is joining us now for his story, and this really is a cautionary tale.
Yeah, it is, and we're only using this man's first name as he's concerned about future fraud activity after what he went through. But because he felt that something was off and called Peoria police right away, a detective was able to freeze the transaction and get him his money back. It's something that does not happen often.
You never thought that this would happen to you.
Exactly.
In late January, Dave had been running errands in Peoria when he got this text. It looked like it was from Bank of America, asking if he had made a recent $399 purchase from Best Buy. Concerned, he replied no, and was then given a phone number to call.
Sounded like they were from Bank of America. I asked for an ID number. They gave me one of those. They just said, you know, your whole account is in jeopardy.
They added that the person trying to steal his account information was a Bank of America employee, instructing him to stay on the phone as he went to a nearby branch to empty out his accounts. He made two separate withdrawals, totaling $27,000.
At that point, they gave me instructions how to use my iPhone to tap into an account.
An account they had linked to his Apple Wallet. He then went to the bank's drive-through ATM and deposited his cash.
Well, I was panicking. This is my life savings and I don't have any assurances, but they sounded so real.
In a matter of hours, his life savings were gone.
Just didn't feel right about it.
The next morning, he called Bank of America's fraud department, who he recalled said there was nothing they or law enforcement could do. But he decided to call Peoria police anyways.
I was actually on my off day.
Detective Mike Finney is with Peoria's Financial Crimes Unit and says in these cases, he typically only has a 72-hour window to reverse a money transfer.
Because of the way they did it, they used Dave as the victim to participate in his own fraud.
Finney got to work, marking the first time he had ever seen this particular ruse, where a scammer convinced a victim to create a card in their Apple Wallet to activate an ATM.
They basically turned his phone into a weapon to hold him hostage.
Finney got in touch with Bank of America, obtained account data, and wrote a search warrant asking for a freeze on the accounts. After 5 months of investigative work, he was able to recover about 90% of Dave's money.
But without the help of Peoria police, I'd be living with family. I'd be completely destitute.
Finney's investigation into Dave's case is still active. He has traced the scammer's account to Florida and is waiting on bank information to hopefully bring justice to the suspect. In the meantime, in a field where positive outcomes are rare, he's grateful he could bring one to his community.
You get a 1 in 10 win ratio. You know, it's discouraging, but this one definitely lifts us all up, and it shows that our work does matter.
It is so rare for folks to get their money back in a case like this. Detective Finney had so much great advice for consumers. If you ever get a message from a bank, grab your credit card and call the number that's listed on the back of it. Do not call any other phone number. If something seems too good to be true or it's scaring you, it's likely not legitimate. And when in doubt, call your local police department and do it right away. We will have several additional tips from him listed out on our website, 12news.com. For now, we're live in studio. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
Bianca, thanks. And the thing is, we are all bombarded every single day by that stuff.
Yes.
I mean, literally not a day goes by that I don't see something on my phone.
But it's great that he is willing to speak out about
Yes.
it, because this is probably happening to someone else right
It's
now.
a good heads up for
Yeah.
everyone out there.